We begin in Barrow County, where it took a jury less than 2 hours to reach a historic verdict in the Colin Gray case. He has been found guilty on every single count he faced, including second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. He is now the first parent in Georgia convicted for a mass shooting that their child is accused of carrying out. Gray faces up to 180 years behind bars. CBS News Atlanta's Skylar Henry has been following the trial for weeks. He joins us live outside the courthouse. Skylar, good evening to you. What was reaction like inside the courtroom?
Hey, Sharon, good evening to you as well. Really a sigh of relief as the guilty verdicts were read out loud, in that many here in this community who have been hurting for more than a year now say that they simply wanted someone to be held responsible for what happened that September day back in 2024, in addition to the alleged shooter, Colin Gray. Colin Gray sat stone-faced, so to speak, as the guilty verdict was read. Reading aloud and listening along as the verdict was read out. And really, we have seen him sort of put forth different perspectives throughout this trial. One of emotion, where we heard from him last week, and he talked about how he never in 1,000 years would have thought that his son Colt would do something like what we saw back in 2024. But the prosecution alleged that this entire time Colin was a negligent parent, saying that he simply did not do enough and that he bought the firearm that was used at the time of the shooting, and also ignored what they called warning signs every step of the way, including a series of behavioral and mental health issues dating back to when Colt was in first grade, and then what ramped up in the weeks and days leading up to the shooting. I think one of the more interesting things that happened in trial was when a digital forensic investigator laid out sort of where Colin and Colt were, especially in the days leading up to the shooting. And there was one instance where the two were supposed to see an inpatient behavioral health treatment specialist up in Athens the Saturday before the shooting, and instead prosecutors say that Colin and Colt instead went to a fast food restaurant and then to a nearby music store where a hat was purchased. That same hat was used in part to conceal the AR-15 style weapon that Colt used at the time of the shooting. You pointed out Colin Gray could be facing up to 180 years in prison. A sentencing date has yet to be set. That we can expect in the next few weeks or so. But a lot of people here breathing a sigh of relief, still hurting, obviously, Sharon, but saying that at least happy some sort of justice has been served.
Yeah, the healing process is going to take some time. But Skylar, how is the Barrow County school system responding tonight?
Yeah, they sent a statement out a little earlier this afternoon saying in part that our community has endured profound loss, heartache, and challenges since the shooting. Yet alongside that pain, we have witnessed uplifting acts of kindness, unity, and remarkable strength. They went on to say that as a school system, we strive to honor and grow from what we experienced and to keep a steady focus on what is best for our students, staff, and families who depend on us. And we spoke with the school system before all of this happened. They talked about the steps that they were taking to try to ensure that the students who went through what they did at that time will be okay. Additional counselors and therapists are on hand inside of the school. There are metal detectors inside of the school as well. Obviously taking additional steps to ensure that what happened back in September never happens again. But as we talked about, it's going to be a long road to recovery for so many who experienced what they did on that day.
Indeed, it will be. Skylar Henry, live for us in Barrow County. Thank you so much for your report. Well, today's verdict is being called a landmark moment. Local attorneys say it sends a clear message to parents across the country.
This case stands for the proposition that if you are going to buy your child a firearm and you're going to give it to them, you have a duty to ensure that they are going to use that firearm in a responsible and safe manner. And if they don't, you face criminal responsibility.
As for Colin Gray's 14-year-old son, Colt, his murder trial is still on hold. Colt Gray has pleaded not guilty to 55 separate charges for the Appalachia High School shooting. The court is waiting on a psychological evaluation before moving forward. His next status hearing is set for March 18th.